when you talk to them, do you have a dog voice?
I do. I don't, and I do.
I want to hear it.
Okay. Hi. I love you. I love you. I love you. You want to come? Come here. Could you put your heady down? Heady down. I can't see over you. I can't watch the TV. Heady down. And then, excuse me, I need you to come now.
Hi, I'm Maggie Lawson, and welcome to Unconditional. Every week, we explore the extraordinary bond between people and their pets. This isn't just another pet podcast. This is about the extraordinary lengths we go to for our furry family, the moments of connection, and the way they transform us. In this episode, I am thrilled to bring you a very special guest, the one, the only, Henry Winkler. Henry is not just an acting legend and a best-selling author, but he's just an amazingly beautiful human being. He is all of those things, but he is also a lifelong dog lover with the most heartwarming, hilarious, and sometimes downright wild stories about his furry family members. So whether you're a dog person, a cat person, or just someone who wants, loves, needs a little extra joy and connection in your day, Unconditional is the podcast that celebrates the deep, life-changing connections we share with our pets. Anyway, Henry, thank you so much for letting us invade your home
I'm just
today.
going to say again on a better angle. I'm Henry Winkler. This is Sadie. She's 7. She, I think, was the member of a soccer team in another life.
Okay. Why do you
She
say
has
this?
got snout-eye coordination better than any athlete I've ever met.
How did Sadie come into your life?
We
How did you find the soccer player?
got her in Virginia. I was making a speech in Washington, D.C. We drove to the airport to go home. The breeder met us with Sadie. I had a toy and a dog carrier for a girl. And the dog, the toy had a beating heart.
Oh, like those comfort toys.
Yeah, the
'Cause
comfort toy.
it mimics their litter or their mama,
That's right.
Yeah.
She was in the carrier under our seat. We flew home. We picked her up. We put her on our lap. She nestled in, and she has been a family member ever since. Never did she ever give me a kiss.
Wait, what?
No, she doesn't kiss.
Okay.
We play ball.
Yeah.
She comes and scratches the door and looks at me when I'm trying to watch the news and says, "Gotta go." I'm not kidding. Scratches the door. It's like she's knocking on the door, and then looks at me and goes, "No, Fuss, come on, let's go."
But she won't give you a kiss. Interesting.
Now, when she was fixed, this doctor who I hate this doctor. He called. He said everything is fine, but when we opened her up, I keep them open a little longer to see what's going on, you know? And she was coming out of the anesthesia and regurgitated into the breathing tube, which completely destroyed her nasal passage.
Oh,
And
Sadie.
so I blow into her nose and give her, sometimes she enjoys it, to give her air. But that doctor...
Do you blow into her nose to
do.
give her
Hey.
air?
Sadie,
Sadie.
you want some blow? You want some? Here. Come on.
Oh my God, she totally turned around for it. This
Here we
is what
go.
dogs
You
usually
ready?
do for kisses, but Sadie's turning around. Oh.
No? You don't
Maybe not right now.
Okay.
Well, there are a lot of people around. She has lights on her. I understand. It's a whole thing. I love this so much.
Now, Maisy comes from Georgia.
Maisie,
And
you're
they
from
would
Georgia.
not send her in a crate.
Okay.
They would not send her on a plane by herself. So somebody went for 24 hours, flew to Georgia, picked her up, put her in the case, flew her home, all within a day.
Wait, someone else did that?
Yeah,
Someone flew with
somebody
her?
who
Like,
worked for us.
oh, I see.
Because
Okay.
I was shooting.
Mhm.
I couldn't go. And Maisy. Now, Maisy only plays ball when Sadie plays ball.
Okay.
So she was put on this earth to make her sister crazy. They love each other. They sleep together
They
on our bed.
Similar eyes. Yeah.
She is beautiful, lazy, and will only play ball if I throw the ball. She waits in the bushes. I throw the ball for Sadie, and as Sadie goes for the ball, Maisy flies out of the bushes.
Really? Maybe she's a little jealous of Sadie's skill. How did you know they were yours? Like, where did you first see them? Like, did you know the breeders or did you?
I didn't know the breeder.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that we went online. We heard about this breeder in Georgia. We went online and they showed us every new pup.
Mm-hmm.
And then we picked a pup online
Mm-hmm.
and then watched her grow.
Oh, you can like watch them grow
until she was old enough to come.
Right.
But there was some thing between the mom and the dog and the father. She's got alopecia.
Who? Maisy?
That beautiful white and brown coat. Maisy. Come here.
Wait, Maisy has alopecia.
Yeah, come here. Come. Yeah.
Where?
Okay, come on. All right, all the way up. Come on. You can do it.
You can do it, Maisy.
I know. Here we go.
Bring me that toy. Bring me that toy.
Oh my God. All right. I
Okay.
got you. I got the microphone.
Oh my God, the mic.
The mic. That
We good?
mic.
Can you hear him okay? Okay.
Oh my God.
I know the mic.
so
Here, we're going to keep it over
This
here.
little girl lost all her hair.
Maisy, no, you must have been so
To a
cold.
veterinarian who had no bedside manner.
Who are these vets,
I don't
Henry?
know, but you're blocking my shot.
I think it's on purpose.
You're blocking my. Could you head down?
She's like, no, this is my shot, Dad.
Stacy.
Stacy is your wife. Okay.
When I met Stacy had 2 dogs. And I thought, I don't like these little dogs. The Yorkshire Terriers.
Yeah.
They're so small. They're not dogs.
Yeah.
One of them was a female.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
One of them, Amanda. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, yeah. And then
the dog's name is Amanda?
Amanda. And the other one was Percy.
Okay.
Amanda sat next to me wherever I was in the house.
She knew.
Amanda followed me everywhere. Amanda became my dog. I now am devoted to this little rat in a dog suit.
She picked you. They do that. She also probably felt you being a little like, I don't know about you, but.
I don't know. All I know is I finally had a dog since I haven't had one since I was 8.
How did that feel?
Oh my God. Now, 1980, our daughter is born, Zoe. We move to Toluca Lake and we get a Wheaton Terrier.
Oh, so cute.
Who needs Prozac? Because this dog is insane. This dog ran around the pool like it was her mission, like there was going to be something good at the end of her journey. There was nothing but a rut in the bricks. I'm not kidding. Okay. She was nuts.
Okay.
Then.
What was her name?
Her name was Waffles.
That's the cutest thing ever.
I believe in the 80s, I did a show called Monty for Fox.
Yeah.
And we got a King Charles Cavalier.
So
who
cute.
are adorable as puppies. And they grow up, and all they do is sit and watch air move. I would roll
People
the ball,
love that, though. Yes.
And she would look at me. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, and they're pouting always.
What are you saying? If you want the ball, go get it yourself. I'm not moving. Now, Monty, I named the dog Monty after the show.
Monty the Cavalier.
Monty, the Cavalier. Now the show is canceled. I resent the dog. I cannot call the dog by his name because it reminds me of failure.
Oh, no. Henry, no.
It's true.
No. So you changed the dog's name?
We did not change the dog's name. I just waited her out. I waited the dog out.
And I bet he stuck around a really long time.
I'm telling you, stubborn. Mm-hmm. But anyway, then came Ilsa Anna Marie. And Ilsa Anna Marie
I love
was
this name.
a black lab who played catch with us. And she was the outfielder. I would throw to my son. He would miss it. She would bring me the ball and put it in my mitt.
Wow.
This was an extraordinary dog.
Okay.
Love this dog.
I love this dog. Yeah. You have athletes. This is a thing.
It is
yeah.
amazing.
You attract
and I am not an athlete myself. I water ski.
Maybe that's why. That's athletic.
Yeah, but it's like standing on wood. It's not like a ball.
Right.
There's no ball involved.
Okay. So Ilsa was was a skilled outfielder, and also your dog for how long?
She is like 9 or 10.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's very difficult. The squeaking you hear. Could you bring me that toy? Bring me the toy.
We're having so much fun.
You are?
Have you noticed those?
I do. I've noticed this. All they're going to see on camera is you being pulled out of frame. That's good. And there's no matching.
Oh, there she goes. There she goes.
Yeah.
So 9 or 10 years you had this dog, and which is the hardest thing about having a dog is that
they're all horrible.
It's the worst. It's such the worst pain. That we don't have them very long, and then we go through that horrible pain, and we can't help ourselves. No. We got to go back in because it
took me a while.
I understand that.
You can't go right back in.
No.
Some people can.
No, I can't either.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I cannot go right back in. The next doggy up is Charlotte.
Okay.
Charlotte is a black Labradoodle. Came from the same breeder as Sadie in Virginia.
Okay.
Charlotte, when she ran, the hair on her snout and face would blow back like she was in a wind tunnel. And she ran like the wind. She too loved to play ball. She was now. That was hard. That was hard.
What was hard
because
about
at the
it?
end, she was really failing. We took her to the vet. Mm-hmm. The vet said, well, we can do tests to find out what it is that is bothering her, but we probably can't cure it. So we drove out of the parking lot and then made a circle, came back in and said, what are we doing? We're putting this dog through tests. We're not going to be able to really make her life better. This is only for us. We've got to let her go.
That is the hardest decision
That was hard.
to have to make. So you opted to.
We did. We
not put
opted
her
to
through
right
that.
then and there,
Right.
sit with her,
Right.
lie on the floor, hug her, and let her go.
Which is that's a gift to be able to have that moment. But I understand.
It was a gift.
It's awful, but yeah.
My wife found a black lab in a parking structure. No, I never asked if you wanted to know the history of every dog we've had.
Henry, this is the happiest day one of the happiest days I've ever had. This is all I want to know. Look, you've had this incredible, we had so many things we could talk about.
Yeah.
But I am here to talk about your dogs.
Okay, fine.
That's what we're here for.
What I love about my dogs is that they read my children's books and give me notes.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
I have so many questions about their relationship with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so your dogs read your children's books and give you notes. How do they give you notes?
Well, sometimes I'm really pissed off because
Yeah.
it's like, who do you think you are? Did you write it? But so Stacy found a black lab in a parking structure, no tag.
Okay.
Have to take it to the pound.
Yeah.
Calls the pound, said, anybody call about this black lab we brought in? No, only this one woman who calls 9 times a day. Oh, that would be me, she said.
So black
he
lab.
comes home.
He.
This
a boy.
lab. He's got dew claws. We have them removed. The vet suggested we remove the dew claw. He grows into a Great Dane. He is so big.
You have a Great Dane. You did not have a lab.
We did not have a lab.
Oh, that's a
had
big
mix,
difference.
And the Great Dane took over. The Great Dane was dominant. At the same time that we have Charlotte and Linus, the Great Dane. Now,
Linus is your Great Dane is Linus?
He was Linus.
I have a Linus.
Named by our son Max, our youngest son, who is now 41.
How did he, what brought you to the name Linus?
I don't know.
Got it. But he named him.
He named it at this table, in this room.
Yeah.
This is where we eat dinner.
Yeah.
And it just sounded right.
It is right.
Yeah.
Yeah. My Linus is right too.
Okay, yeah. What kind of Linus?
My Linus is it's one of the rat dogs you were talking about. He's a poodle, Chihuahua, American bully mix.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was
What does he look like?
the cutest thing you've ever seen. I thought he was Cavalier Jack Russell.
Oh.
So like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
has a very cute, very big eyes, and I picked him up on Christmas Eve, and his name at his rescue was
You
Flannel.
mean a year old?
Just a year. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Linus.
He's the cutest thing ever, and
I hear just by the way
There he is.
you say that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He
he's
does.
cute.
The only part of him I would have left behind is the Chihuahua. I'm not a fan of the Chihuahua.
The Chihuahua. My last dog was also a mix. That, speaking of it took me 2 years after her passing. I could even just like bring myself. But okay, let's go back. We have Linus the Great Dane that we
Linus
thought
the
was a
Great
lab
Dane,
who's
yeah.
dominant. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
my son adopted Mittendrin, which means in the middle
Okay.
of all this,
Mittendrin.
a 3-legged mix, mostly German Shepherd,
Okay.
who really has a personality problem.
What's that? In what way?
Well, he is devoted to 2 or 3 people and bites other people in black pants in the tush. But then it gets even more horrible. But
Okay.
he would stay here a lot because he was a lot to take care of. And my son is wonderful, lazy. But no, the dog got to be a lot.
Okay.
Then my son gets married, has a baby girl, and drops the dog off here forever.
Oh.
Now I've got this
right.
3-legged German Shepherd. Now this is a lesson. They told us that the dog's mom gnawed off his leg when he was caught in a fence. I don't believe it.
Why don't you believe that?
I believe it's a myth.
Well, who told that story? Who said the story?
The person who was giving the adoption away.
Wait,
The person at the shelter.
you don't think that there's a world where Mama was like,
No,
this
I
dog's
don't.
going to die here. I'm going to gnaw this leg off so this
No,
dog can
I
go
don't.
free. I'm kind of with you.
You do?
I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
kind of-
believe it. So now, my son has a girlfriend. The girlfriend has a sister who's 14, who is like a savant and wants to be a veterinarian.
Oh.
At least that's what she said when she was 14.
Okay.
I'm rubbing my eye because I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Now she walks in and she said, "Oh, your dog is off balance. You're going to have to cut more of that leg off." She is right. He takes her takes him. Now this dog's name is Hamlet.
Oh, I love that.
Max named him Hamlet.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
The three-legged dog.
Tortured soul.
So, well, possibly.
Yeah.
And also, if his mom gnawed his
Written
leg off.
and in life.
In life, yeah. Okay.
I don't believe the mother would.
Now,
no,
though,
I think it was abuse. I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He takes the dog to the vet and is in shock because I think the bill was $8,000.
Oh.
And he went, I adopted a dog. I'm now $8,000. And I said, well, welcome to being an adult.
It was like, you're like, well, you got to pay for it.
You got this.
Yes.
This is.
But
the
this
way
dog
it
is now with you.
The dog was with us.
Oh, was with you. Goes back. Okay.
For
got it.
3 or 4 years.
Got it.
My wife devoted to this dog.
Oh.
This dog devoted to my wife. The grandchildren came in this house and went, is he locked up? Where is he?
Oh, my God.
You promised me he's in a room he can't get out?
Hamlet.
Yeah. And that was the only way they would come in.
Really?
If I swore to them that he was in a room and he couldn't get out.
Did something happen? Did he scare them?
He scared them all the time.
Oh, so he was just all about your wife. Like that was, she was all about Stacey.
There was a moment when one of my grandchildren, I don't remember who, the dog was docile, we didn't know. The grandbaby was crawling close to the dog. The dog went. I lifted the grandbaby by his arm, picked him up in the air, and swung him over me and caught him when I saw that mouth. And that was the last time that dog interacted
With the grandkids.
with a grandchild.
You have to make those choices sometimes. It's really difficult,
You do.
but you have to. I mean, you do. Yeah.
I then finally, it was the Hamlet's time, and everybody, except my wife, who still grieves him, was relieved.
Wow. That's, I mean, that's tough. But I also I feel bad for your wife for still grieving.
Yeah,
That's awful.
she really was.
How long
devoted.
ago was this?
This was. I can't tell you because I'm not good with time. I'm so dyslexic. I could say it was sometime in 2024.
Okay. Oh, really? This all just happened?
Uh-huh.
This all just happened?
Yes. The relief just happened.
Oh, my God.
kids
The
come
relief? Your wife is so sad.
Yes, she is.
Oh. But now the kids can come in.
grandchildren
Yeah.
Come in and go, okay.
Yeah. It's
So
a different, it's a really
balance.
difficult thing. I
It's
know
a balance,
sometimes
but
dogs.
I am sad for my wife because
Yeah.
she really, really had a connection with that dog.
How, if you don't mind me asking, was it sudden or did they?
No, it
Okay,
was a
so
while.
it was a while. Yeah.
You know what is amazing about dogs? Sadie, the brown one, the ball player. I was playing ball with her in the kitchen. She also is like a goalie.
Okay.
She has made up this game where in an open doorway, she will crouch and you will kick the ball and she will stop it from going through the goal.
Yeah, she's a soccer player. It's like,
Unbelievable.
I love this so much.
Yeah. So we were playing ball in the kitchen, and all I heard was a blood-curdling yelp. And then she sat and didn't move. When I think about it, I am distraught and heartbroken.
What happened?
She broke her bone. She caught her toe, her nail, on the wood in the kitchen, and it snapped.
That's awful. That's awful.
Took her to the vet,
Yeah.
and they repaired it.
Okay.
And she now runs again like the wind.
Well, that's
And
good.
plays ball,
Good.
waiting for her sister to jump out of the bushes at any moment.
How So at what point in your writing process of your children's books do you let them read a draft and give you notes?
The dogs?
Mm-hmm.
They are over my shoulder a lot.
Okay. You said they're the toughest critics.
They go, what? You're going to have the character do what? And I go, excuse me.
That's what I love about it. It's so good. Henry, when you talk to them, do you have a dog voice?
I don't. Yeah, I do. I don't and I do.
I want to hear it.
Okay. Hi. I love you. I love you. I love you. You want to come? Come here. Could you put your heady down? Heady down. I can't see over you. I can't watch the TV. Heady down. And then, excuse me, I need you to come now. I really do. Excuse me.
So you switch into like total human, like conversation.
Maisy.
Do you have conversations with them? Do you talk to them and do they talk back?
They don't talk back.
Right.
But they do. I know that dogs are very smart.
Yeah.
I say, let's go downstairs. They go downstairs and they head for one part of the house. I say, no, I'm going to the kitchen. And they turn around and are in the kitchen.
Oh, see? They know.
I mean, they know.
They absolutely know.
Yeah.
How do you think your dogs over time have changed your life or made you a better person?
I am filled with each of the dogs that we have had, no matter what, in completely a different way with each dog, just like children. You know, we have 3 children, Jed, Zoe, and Max. Now, Jed had a different dad, same mom as the other 2. The other 2 are ours together, Stacy and mine together. Each child is like another planet. They are who they are. There are some similarities, but they are their own human being from the moment they come on the earth. And dogs are the same. They are, if you just are quiet and you just watch them, you see who they are in every way. They are, it's clear as a bell, children and pets.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
I love them. I miss them. When I travel, I think about, Stacy and I usually travel together. I think about getting home, to seeing them on the plane home. I think, ooh, it is only a matter of time until we're in the house and I see them. I talk to every dog on the street, wherever we are, in whatever language. Italian, German, whatever country, whatever state, whatever city.
Well, pets are like the great unifier. Dogs are like the great unifier. And I also feel like it's because I call this podcast is called Unconditional because I talk about unconditional love. You literally feel that. That's when I'm away. I miss them so much as well.
Yeah.
I feel like every dog I've had is the same thing. They've like learned so many lessons from them and they've changed my life in
what way?
So many ways.
In what way?
I feel like what you just said about listening and being quiet and being patient and also I swear my dogs they're all their personalities are different.
You mean the lesson is to be quiet, to know how to be quiet?
I feel like the lesson is to bring because of the love, because of that unconditional love. I feel like my dog can stop me in my tracks if I'm on whatever day I'm having, no matter what. And I can look in his eyes and I can have a moment. He can paw at me and I stop, I slow down, and I feel like I'm a softer, better person just in the presence of him.
The dog can literally shift your mood.
1,000%.
Do you use your dog for that, or do you just find that, it just happened naturally, or do you sometimes go, I need to go and be with my dog right now?
Oh, I've done that for sure.
You have. Okay.
But I do feel like it's the love that we sort of share with each other. But I do think that I can get off if I'm in my head or I'm having a busy day or I'm in a bad mood or whatever, he will slap my phone out of my hand. Like if I'm getting frustrated or I'm doing something or I'm on a phone call that I'm getting like worked up, he'll be like, don't do that. Like, come back.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I've actually had
And
two dogs
it's
do
that
before.
clear?
I feel like it is.
Yeah,
I
no,
feel like
no,
it's
no.
his way of being like, take me for a walk.
Wow.
Like, get out of this, whatever
Yeah.
you're in right now. Like, that's how I
Wow.
feel. I mean, it's similar to what you're talking about too.
Can a human partner do that to you? Also, can they get you out of? Do they see you and can they get you out of a bad mood?
Question. Absolutely, I think they can.
Wow.
But I do think there is a difference in the relationship we have with our pet, no matter what day.
So, in other words, when the dog does it, you don't resent it. When the human being does it piss you off? No?
It doesn't piss me off. I think that there's a difference in the love that we have with, like, the love that is so pure from these pets, because it is no judgment.
Well, yeah,
and it is
because
I call them the great unifier.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and they just melt
But
our
human
hearts in a
beings
certain
come
way.
with so much baggage.
Human, and there's that too, and that's part of
And we
being
travel
human.
with too many bags. I just like to say.
We do travel with too much baggage.
We do.
That's hilarious. Hey, if Sadie and Maisie, if they had occupations in the world, what do you think they would be?
Sadie could run a small company.
A small company, not a big company, not a big corporation. Just
Not
like,
a big corporation
like
because
okay.
she's not that friendly.
Okay.
You know, she is at first, but Maisy could be a ballroom dancer. Yeah, and she doesn't care who the partner is.
Oh, Maisie, really?
Yeah.
What does that mean? She doesn't care who the partner is. Like, she could
you
lead
know, she's
and
indiscriminate.
she could. Okay. I love this.
Yeah.
And if they were so, what do you think Sadie's company would be? The small company.
Sadie's company. I don't know. You mean what the company would be?
Yeah, like what would be the?
I would go with soft drinks. Maisy.
I want to say why, but it just doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No, but she is very strong, and she is very clear. Sadie, the brown one. The white and brown one is lazy,
Okay.
but beautiful. She
She's
is beautiful.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And they, how old are they again?
She is 5.
Okay.
And Sadie is 7.
Do you think you'll add another one to the pack?
No, but you know why? I sometimes, when before Hamlet lived here, 3 dogs is a lot. I work. I am the one in the morning who feeds them. On the weekends, if no one else does, I feed them, make sure they have water, clean up their poop. And I don't mind it, but I have to be mindful that it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
If I had too many, I would be scattered. Somebody would not get enough attention.
You want to be able to focus on the ones that you have.
I really do. I really think it would be selfish to just have dogs and then not be able to come here. Come.
If
All right,
Maisie-
don't.
Maisie.
Don't come.
Wait,
No.
come here.
I was kidding.
No. If Maisie were a celebrity, who do you think she would be? Who does she act like? I feel like she has old Hollywood quality. What?
You know what? That is so true.
Yeah, doesn't she?
I was going to say Lauren Bacall.
Yes, totally. Yes, she has like a very old, where I feel like
Now,
Sadie has
the
more.
chairs that she's in,
Yeah, yes.
each grandchild got one. And they are the greatest gift for children.
Oh, they're very
If you
cute.
ever have friends who have children from Crate and Barrel, these chairs are shocking because they are 14 years old.
Oh, really?
They are our oldest
them.
grandchild is 14. I'm going to teach her class, her acting class at her school tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Really? She must be out of her mind so excited about
She
this.
called me yesterday, and this is what she said. I thought this was so like adult. She said, Papa, please don't spend too much time. We all have monologues. Don't spend too much time with each one because then you will never get through them all.
Oh.
And I thought, you know what? That is a great observation.
Yeah.
I will try and spend 5 minutes with each person to get them to taste something new. And then everybody, or I will gladly come back again.
That is so nice. Yes. That's the chairs. This
But
brings us
those
back to the
chairs,
chairs.
my children sit in them. The dogs
Oh, she's on
sit in
camera
them.
right now. Uh-huh.
My adult children sit in them watching sports. Their friends sit in them. They are the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Okay, I love it. Maisy, close your ears. Oh. Okay, I'm going to ask you a couple more questions.
Go ahead.
And then
Fire
I'm
away.
going to let you get to your
No, go ahead.
to your new granddaughter. But do you think that your doggies make you a better person?
I think they bring out a loving side that at one point I didn't know how to show as a person, but I could show to the dogs.
Wow.
10
Why?
years ago.
Why do you think?
Because I was an incomplete human. I saw myself until about 10 years ago as a chunk of Swiss cheese with a lot of holes in my personality.
Okay.
And I have been working for 10 years to become a chunk of cheddar.
Henry, I'd put you in like you're the greatest cheese there is. Like this is.
Well,
but I
you know
understand
what?
the feeling.
You only know that from that.
I understand.
You know, I shut down for a great part of my life in order to survive my growing up in my parents' apartment. And that's just true.
As a way to disassociate.
As a way to defend and stay alive.
Survive. So you shut down.
I did.
And then 10 years ago.
I met an incredible therapist.
Okay.
Which I recommend for anybody to find the right therapist.
Yeah.
And I've said this before. I've said this in my autobiography. If I were to give her a gift, it would have to be the size of a skyscraper.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she changed your life.
She changed my life.
How, and you don't have to answer this if it's too hard, but what was the moment you're like, I need help?
was so discombobulated. I was getting to a point where it was just chaotic.
Life,
My
your
brain,
head. Yeah.
my head. Mm-hmm. Outside, I was a dad, and I was, I think, a pretty good dad and a husband and, a professional. Mm-hmm. But, wow, I want to tell you, it was like the microwave was going crazy. And the therapist was able to get me, instead of going in a circle, to straighten out the battleship and move forward.
So you could not be stuck in the
So I
survival
could not
mode.
be stuck.
Right. That you were in for so long.
When is your birthday? What month?
August
August.
12th. What's yours?
I am a Scorpio.
Oh,
You are a Leo.
So you're now
October 30th.
October. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. And Max is the 18th of August.
Oh, Leos.
Mm-hmm.
And that started with me saying, how do you think your dogs make you a better person? And you led me on that journey. Where do
The dogs were where I could be the most authentically affectionate.
Yeah.
And I had to learn to expand that to my human existence.
Why do you think you felt that with the dogs and not with the humans?
You know what? I don't know. All I know is that if people were born to have a dog, I was it. If dogs were bred to have a home, mine is it.
Wow.
Yeah, except for Chihuahuas.
And 3 legged dogs named Hamlet.
You know, and
No,
that dog loved me.
I understand.
That dog loved me. But let me tell you, Linus.
Yeah.
Remember Linus?
Yeah, the Great
big
Dane. Yeah.
So, in between Charlotte and Sadie, because Charlotte hadn't gone yet, Hamlet would come over and would be aggressive with the little dogs. And Linus he would bask in his later years, bask in the sun in our backyard. He got up and he stood between Sadie and Hamlet.
Wow.
And looked at Hamlet and said, "Don't even think about it. I have seen it happen more than one time, so I know I saw it happen."
Wow.
He would stand up, he would get between them, and just look at Hamlet. And Hamlet knew his match.
Yeah.
It was stunning.
It's energy. They feel that. Like, he was protective of Sadie.
Unbelievable.
Isn't it wild to watch those dynamics when they turn into, like,
But, you know,
animals?
you hear about it.
Yeah.
But I saw it.
Yeah. In your house with these creatures that we bring in, and they like, that's what I love. I love when Linus turns into a dog again, like when he just gets crazy about like another dog or food or something, where he gets out, because half the time I feel like his focus is me, or he's following me around, or he's aware of what I'm doing.
He feels your love.
And he feels my love. And I feel his
love.
too.
And that's all. He's aware of what you're doing because he loves you and he wants to just be around you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when they do that thing, when they're with other dogs and they have their personalities and their little packs, I love it.
You like that?
I love seeing it.
Yeah.
I love seeing them be animals again.
I like when you talk about dogs.
Yeah, I like when you talk about dogs. I love talking about dogs. I love talking about how they change our lives. I love talking about every single part of it. Yes, tell me.
How quickly I can change?
Yeah, tell me.
I just want to say that Detective Duck, our newest children's book, the 39th.
Of what? When?
The 39th
Oh my
children's
God.
book. Lynn Oliver and I wrote it, and Dan Santat, who is one of the greatest illustrators of all time, is our illustrator.
Wait, is it out?
It's out.
It's out now. Okay.
It came out on the 13th of October.
Oh my God, it just came out. Congratulations.
It was on the New York Times bestseller list. Along with my memoir came out in a paperback.
It's funny. I was going to start with this whole long list of your credits.
Which I call my bendable buddy.
Oh.
Because if you don't want to carry a heavy book around, you know, if it doesn't fit in your attaché case or your purse, you now have the paperback, which is so light.
That's wonderful.
And funny.
Yes.
People say that
you're a funny guy.
Well, it says they make a.
Do you have anything else you would like to add about dogs? I did have one question.
I don't trust people who don't like dogs.
Neither do I. When they say they don't like dogs, they're dead to me.
And I don't trust people who don't have great appetites.
Okay, fair enough.
You are an adorable human being. I swear to God.
You're funny.
No, but I caught you. You were not expecting that.
Wasn't.
And you just.
Okay.
You put on the brakes. It was so funny.
I don't trust people who don't like dogs either. I think that's a big red flag. Big red flag. Big time. They're dead to me usually at that point.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, but she is my daughter, so.
So you have to keep her.
Yeah, and she has 2 dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2
All right.
dogs.
Wait. Really?
Golden doodles.
But she doesn't like dogs.
She's not crazy about dogs.
Look, there are people who have dogs that are not necessarily dog people.
Right.
There's a difference. Like there are like people who like, we like to get in there and know their personalities and have the whole thing. And other people are like, I like these dogs as pets.
She's like, you're not supposed to be on the couch.
Right. Right. And I'm like, you can sleep under the covers with me.
Hello.
Exactly. Hello. Okay, last thing. If Sadie and Maisie had advice for you or had to describe you, what do you think they would say?
He takes good, loving care of us.
Oh, well, that's it. That's the sweetest thing ever.
But it's true. I think that they would say that.
They would say that.
Sadie, we talked about the doctor who I hate.
Yeah. I hate this doctor
She
too.
has sometimes there is a tremendous buildup in her nose. And she comes to me and just looks at me and I go, oh, okay. And I get a warm tissue and help her clean up.
Because you know her and you get her.
And she knows that I
take
will.
care of her.
So
Right.
she comes and lets me know.
Right.
Just the way she knocks at the door
Yeah.
in the middle of the night and says, I have to go. Yeah.
This has been my favorite interview of every interview I've ever done in my life.
Wow.
Yeah. This
Thank
is it.
you. I love this interview.
Look, we can keep talking. I would talk dogs with you forever and ever and ever.
Yeah,
and
but
ever.
that's it.
I would talk life with you as well.
Life I can talk about.
I
have no more dogs.
Yeah.
I'm out of dogs. You've heard about every dog.
Oh. And that is our interview with Henry Winkler
And-
this morning.
I hope you had the best holiday.
And get his books for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
I mean, what better gift?
Yeah. The books, the children's books are from beginning emerging readers all the way to 6th grade.
Henry, do you have a children's book about dogs?
Hank Zipser, who is dyslexic like me, has a dog. It is a wiener dog. And the dog's name is Cheerio because he is neurotic and chases his tail. And he goes so fast and he's beige. He looks like a Cheerio.
I love this. And this is a book?
He is one of the co-stars in the book with Hank Zipser.
I love
the little
this
boy who's dyslexic.
So much. You heard it for all of your Valentine's Day gifts.
Yeah.
I am the person that likes I want to bring a book with me, but I don't like carrying heavy things while I'm traveling. So I am the paperback. I'm a paperback queen. So for anyone who wants to give me a Valentine's gift that's not heavy.
Being Henry. It's called Being Henry.
Oh.
I have read it on tape.
I would want to listen to I love your voice. I'd want to listen to.
So
to this
I will
book.
tell you a story.
I want all the stories.
Okay.
I thought you meant right now. You mean with your book. All right, great. Henry, you're the best. Thank you so much. Please go see your granddaughter now. I feel like we've taken you away from your family this morning.
No, not
right,
at all,
okay.
because we've talked about part of my family.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay. That's it for today's episode of Unconditional. If you enjoyed this episode, follow, rate, leave a review, tell your friends. Have a great story about your pet. Connect with us on socials. If you are craving more heartwarming stories, you can catch us every week wherever you get your podcast. Until next time, remember, the love we share with our pets is truly unconditional. And let's be real. I know we talk a lot about rescue on here, but we all know they're the ones who rescue us. Take care and give your furry friends an extra hug from me.